Hi guys, I'm April Sunshine and welcome to my simple guide to finding your shiny den. Today's episode is basically going to be episode 0, where I'm going to talk about what is a shiny den anyway and how does it work. A lot of people have asked me this, like, what is it? Like, most of the time people just go into here's how you find it. But to give you a better understanding of what it actually is, I think will help you understand why you have to do the steps you do in order to find it. So, a shiny den takes advantage of the fact that every time you use a wishing piece, there is what's called a shiny frame somewhere inside of your den, okay? A shiny frame. Shiny frame means that the Pokemon that appears on that frame will always be shiny. The Pokemon itself can change, but it will always be shiny. So think of it like cars in traffic. Let's say there's 1,000 cars all lined up. Those are the frames inside of your den. And frame number 5 has a shiny person driving behind the wheel. We can manipulate our den so that we skip forward in time 5 days and find that shiny Pokemon inside that car. Then when we reset the game, skip forward again, it's a different Pokemon, and that's called the 3-day method. If you were to skip forward and save right there, it would stay as the same Pokemon no matter how many times you reset your game. But if you choose not to save and reset, you will have a shiny den. Okay, does that make sense? The frames are like cars lined up in traffic. And when we're looking for our shiny den, what we're really looking for is our shiny frame, so that we can pick the Pokemon that we want inside of it, okay? We're looking at which car in this row of 10 zillion cars has the shiny, because one of them has it somewhere. It could be 1,000 days in the future. It could be only 2 days in the future. We don't know. So in order to find out, we have to enlist the help of people who can read the code of the game. And to do that, we have to catch the Pokemon and send it to somebody who can read the code. There are people who have switches that are able to do this, but they are difficult to find. And so in order to give you guys more of a chance to be able to do this on your own, I do recommend using the DoDoBot website. I will put the link below. DoDo, D-U-D-U. It's the name of a person who created a program that automatically runs his switches and causes them to check your Pokemon and tell you how far you have to go in the future to get your shiny frame. Okay? So we'll stick with the car analogy, okay? So let's say I just threw in this wishing piece. This is a brand new den, and I want to know where is my shiny in this den. All I would have to do is go in there and battle the den. So combat solo. I mean, I might as well do it. Let's do it. So we're going to go in there and we're going to battle the den. And we're going to catch the Pokemon. Then connect to the internet and open up the DoDo website on the side of your screen. So you can see the DoDo website here, and you can see your game here. Or if you're in handheld mode, you can see your game here and the DoDoBot right in front of you, okay? So on your game, you're gonna trade to the code. The code is on the website, so just read the DoDoBot website. It'll say which code you can use to reach him. And then you sit there and you trade again and again and again until you connect with DoDo, because remember, thousands of people are all trying to connect with him at the same time. But eventually, you will connect to him yourself and show him the Pokemon. Don't give it to him, just offer it. So I'm going to catch this Shiinotic, and then I'm going to trade until I see the username DUDU, and then offer him the Shiinotic. The computer will see your Shiinotic and read the code of the game. Then your name will appear on the website, and it will give you a secret code that's called a seed. Now the seed's going to look like nothing to you. It's going to be like ABC 123 Q785. That's computer language, okay? So all you have to do is copy that code that he gives you, that nonsense code, and then what you're going to do is you're going to download a program called the Raid Finder. And all it does is read the seed and give you a number. So, you download that onto your computer, you start it up. I'll show you what it looks like in just a minute. And then it will tell you how many days you have to go forward in order to get your Pokemon. This thing is so annoying. Why is he taking so long to go down? He's not even very strong. Now there are two types of dens that you can find. You can find a static den if you want to just host the same Pokemon again and again. Or you can find a rolling den if you want to host a different Pokemon each time. Remember, these are cars lined up, and one of those cars turns the Pokemon into a shiny Pokemon. So you can use that car, which is called your shiny frame, to make whatever Pokemon you want appear. It's just a random chance for each Pokemon to appear, but you just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying until the one that you want falls into the car and winds up shiny. It's as simple as that. Does that make sense? So in order to get your shiny, create a beam. Somewhere in that beam is a shiny frame. Catch the first Pokemon and give it to somebody who can give you the treasure map, the seed, which will tell you how many days to go forward in order to find your frame. Okay? So I'm going to show that to you real quick. I'm probably not going to be able to connect to Doodoo in such a short amount of time, but I want to show you what it looks like attempting to connect to him. Alright, so we got our little mushroom guy. Oh, that's the first time I've ever caught that thing. Ooh, it sure is ugly. I've never seen one that's not shiny. I'm going to name it something memorable, so I'm just going to name it Nothing But Cheese. No, I'm not going to put it in my party. I'm going to let it go to a PC. And then we're going to go to our PC, find Mr. GGGGG. He's not behind me. Do this before you trade to the Doodoo because it will only give you a limited amount of time. Here he is. Now I would go to as clear a box as possible and put it in the second. That's what I do. It makes it easier. Alright, now I'm going to connect to the internet. See that? We're connected. And I'm going to put in the code. Now that just says link trade code. And the code on the Doodoo website right now is 9162. Real quick, I'm going to pull up the website so that you can see what it looks like. There it is. And here it is. This is the DoodooBot website. So as you can see, it gives you your name. Once you trade with the DoodooBot, it'll say your name right here and it'll say your Pokemon, and then it will get you your seed. Now this person's lucky. They only have to go forward in time 6 days, so Doodoo went ahead and told them it's just 6 days. I don't know why it doesn't tell you, it doesn't tell everybody how far ahead their shiny frame is, but that's just how it's designed. So once you get yours, you're just going to Control C on that, and then you're going to put it into the Raid Finder program, okay? So as you can see at the top, it says default trade code 9162, just like I said. So we're going to go after that. 9162. Another thing you can do while you're on the DoodooBot website, it tells you what each DoodooBot is doing. There are 3 in total right now. And when it says starting search, that's the best time for you to start your search. So right now, one of them says starting search. So I'm going to start my search at the same time as well to increase my chances of connecting to the Doodoo. Alright, I connected with somebody. It's not Doodoo. So what I recommend doing if you connected with somebody who's not Doodoo is just sit there and let them cancel it out. If they sit there forever, then you can cancel it out, but try not to get into the habit of canceling out your trades, because what happens is you are doing this for hours and hours and hours, and then you finally find doo-doo and you cancel out. Not cool. So let them do that. Don't get into the habit of canceling out. Let the other person. And all we do now is restart. And we're going to continue trying to trade to this guy. Like last time, it took me at least 6 hours because he was just really popular at the time. Okay, so right now I'm watching the DoodooBot website. And I'm going to wait for it to say starting search. Okay, so here it is. It says starting search. Okay, so in my game, I'm going to start my search. I'm going to hit A really fast to start my search right away. And now I'm searching. Sam. That's not doo-doo. So I sit here and I let Sam cancel. There you go. Okay, was that clear enough? Do you guys understand? We're trying to catch the DoodooBot in order to get our seed, which is the map that'll tell us how far away our shiny is. Now I'm going to show you what you do once you do find your shiny, once you have your seed. Let's say you got the seed and you got the program to read it, or you asked me to read the seed for you on my Discord, etc., and you got the answer is 5. Okay, so that means your shiny is on frame 5. So let's go back to the cars. The first car that you're at right now is number 1. Don't forget to count him. You're going to have to skip forward 4 more days until you find the car that has the shiny in it. So here's frame 1, or car number 1, Shinotic. Now to make this easier for you, I recommend keeping track of your watts. Since you want to skip forward 4 more days, if you've beat the game, understand that each time you touch the den, you get 2,000 watts, right? So multiply 2,000 times 4 is 8,000, right? So you're going to want to track your watts until they go up by 8,000. And that's when you know you've reached your shiny car or your shiny frame. Okay, so we're going to do that right now. I'm not beating the game yet, so that means that mine goes up by 300 instead. So the math will be different depending on where you are in your game. If you beat the game, it's 2,000. If you've not beat the game, it's 300. So let's say I got a 5 from the doo-doo. I count the first one already because I already touched it. I'm going to wait for my watts to go up by 300 times 4. See that? That's 1,200. Okay? Now we need to know how many watts we have right now. And to do that, we just look at our league card. You hit X, go over to your league card and hit A. We've got 6,000 watts right now. So we're going to do the 1,200 plus 6,000. And now we know that when our watts say 7,200, we are at our shiny car. So I'll show you, I'm going to do it right in front of you, how you skip forward in time until you find your shiny car or your shiny frame. There you go. Invite others. Make sure you're not connected to the internet. Scroll all the way down. Scroll down to date and time. And move forward just 1 day. There you go. Back out of this raid. And now you can see it's lit up pink. So that means it's going to give you more watts. I touch it. It gives me 300 more watts. See, take a look in the top right. It says 6,000. Now it says 6,300, right? So we're going to keep doing this until we get to 7,200. And then we know that we're on our shiny frame. When we get to 7,200, when we see our watts are 7,200, we have 2 options. You can save the game there if you like the Pokemon that is there, or if you want a rolling den and you want different Pokemon to be shiny, then don't save the game. Just go ahead and host the raid and have your friends catch the Pokemon. Now, if your friends catch the Pokemon for you, remember, do not let them trade it to you. Trading will save your game and that will lock your den. So the den will lock, meaning the same Pokemon will appear again and again and again. You can reset the game all you want and you'll still be stuck on that same shiny. So do not do that. If you want to trade, understand you have to get rid of the current shiny that you're on, restart the game, which will take you to your last save, and then trade. Then it's safe for you to save. Okay, so we're just going forward in time, trying to reach that 4th day. I lose track of it literally every time. So that's why I need the watch to tell me. So 7,200, there you go. Wonderful. Now when we jump in here, this little guy is going to be shiny. Now let's say I love Impidimp. Then that would mean that I need to save right now. And then I can have nothing but shiny Impidimps all day long. Let's say I don't love shiny Impidimp. Well, then I just reset my game. And when I roll forward again, it's not going to be Impidimp anymore. It's going to be a different shiny. And we call that the 3-day method. All that means is if you save 3 days ahead, the 3rd Pokemon, which is your shiny frame, is going to be different each time. The first 2 are always the same. If you remember, in this den, the first Pokemon we encountered was the Mushroom, Shiinotic, and the second was Ralts. So as you can see, once again, it's Shiinotic. That's because the first 2 stay the same always. Now I'm going to go forward in time and I'm going to show you the next one is going to be Ralts yet again. But the 3rd one can be something different. So we're going to go forward one time. So we are on frame 1 now, or car number 1. We're going to hop forward by 1 day and get into car 2, which is going to be the Ralts. See? Because the 3-day method says you have to go at least 3 for it to be a different Pokemon. Okay, so we're going to go forward from this Ralts, and we're going to find a different Pokemon. And any day past that is going to be a different Pokemon, right? So as long as your shiny frame is at least 3 days in the future, you are good. Does that make sense? So we're jumping to the next car, the next car, the next car, the next car. The 3rd car will be a different Pokemon. The 4th car will be a different Pokemon. The 5th car will be a different Pokemon. And if I reset right now, see there's Shiinotic, he's number 3. So if I reset right now and roll forward by 3 days, I could wind up with, this is an Impidimp, this is a Togetic. It's not going to stay Shiinotic, okay? So that's what the 3-day method means. Just save at least 3 days before, or if you're like me, just remember 6,000 watts before your shiny car. Okay. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, please, please, please ask me questions. Ask me on my Discord, ask me in the comments, and I will clarify whatever I can. Go ahead and click forward to the next episode of the video. That's going to be number 1. So this was number 0. I was just explaining to you how the shiny dens work in the first place. And then for the first episode, I will take you by simple steps to find your shiny den, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you need some help, you need to talk to a human that can teach you how to do this, please check out my Discord. Any other reminders that I have to give you before I go? I love you very much. Please donate to the DoodooBot server if you're going to be using him. That would be wonderful of you. And I'll see you tomorrow with the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.